It's the Cable MTGO Show.
Well, hello, MoxJet. You kept a hand with only 3 lands and ended up with a lot more lands game 3? Oh, yeah. There's definitely some flood going on for sure. And I'm over there with my 5-color Dirtle deck. 18 lands, just like sitting there with like 4 mana perfect, right? The pack was stacked. It was a pretty good fucking pack, huh? Balance actually wheels a reasonable amount. This isn't really a balance pack, though. If I wanted to draft towards it. Like a Wandering Emperor. What if I took this True Name? What if I tried to True Name somebody? I did just try to Witherbloom Apprentice and failed. I could try that again. Nah. Think about that Time Spiral. Think about this Brainstorm. There's a few cards here that I like. Guide of Souls, Malevolent Rumble, Steel Cutter, and Dak Faden. I might grab the Dak Faden to, like, cut Bloom. Maybe I should be abandoning Bloom. Certainly feels like I'm ditching Bloom. He wants Jace Brainstormed into my Narset. That's nothing. That's nothing at all. I once Knights Whispered into Narset, and chat was like making fun of me. I'm like, okay, and then just immediately did it again the next game, like almost the exact same situation. Still won both games like very easily. Didn't need that Knights Whisper, but chat gave me shit about that for a few weeks for sure. Back in the day, I think I was making a video for Channel Fireball. It was like a long time ago. I had Chains of Mephistopheles out. It might have been when I was first starting streaming. And my opponent slammed a Jace the Mind Sculptor and hit Brainstorm. And they had 2 cards in hand. And there was like a long pause because they clearly hadn't like noticed the Chains of Mephistopheles or tried to read it or anything. And if you don't know that there's a Chains of Mephistopheles in play or what Chains does, and you attempt to Brainstorm with a Jace, a lot of confusing things happen. For starters, rather than drawing 3 cards, Magic Online tells you to discard a card. You're like, what? Why would I? But I should be drawing 3 cards. What's going on here? Well, then you discard a card and draw a card. You're like, okay, well, I drew 1 card. But now it wants me to discard again? What is this? So you do this like weird reverse loot a few times. And then at the end of it, you're sitting there staring at your paltry 2 cards when you should have 5. And then Magic Online has the audacity to tell you to put 2 cards on top of your library. And that got the longest pause from my opponent for sure. That was this does not feel right to me. I guess I'll take a Verge. Man, Verges are just not nearly as exciting to me as the Boros Verge land is replacing the Boros Surveil land. And I would like to say that even in the Boros aggro decks, the Boros Surveil land is very, very good. Hey, Bolas did nothing wrong. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to 82 months. Bolas says, long live the cube. Long live cube. You think bridges are worse than check lands? I don't know. I do like that they come to play untapped on turn 1. I think they're close to check lands. You think nerfing Boros is not a bad thing? Like my same argument for like why I'm glad they've got that general card in here. You gotta have some dead cards in there. Boros is a little too strong. they need a nerf. I'm with you. Is this Lotus Petal interesting? I could take like Endearing Innocence, I guess. I'm not high on Chandra. We already have 2 4-mana walkers that I don't really want. Probably just grabbing that Marsh Flats. Pyromancer's I eat. potential black splash capabilities in the mana base so far. Sun's going down outside. Bloodbraid Challenger. Now that's a card worth splashing. I got a little bit of sunlight today. Not as much as I wanted. Love the get losses in the cube. Passed Sneak Attack earlier. I don't think we're like Boros aggro with Sneak Attack though. Seems hard to get up to a Tali mana too. Could take a Lion Sash. I guess that's the play. Not thrilled about it. Top would have played well with Mentor. I'm just going to keep on stacking up the energy cards, huh? We got the Raptor, we got the Guided Souls. They all play pretty well together, huh? Vista's certainly tempting. Pretty lackluster removal spell, then touch the Spirit Realm. Thinking about the Mind Twist Splash. I probably don't want it. Yeah, I don't know. Well, this stuff doesn't seem very good for me either. Did get a wheel. Sneak Attack did wheel. It would have had a Sneak Attack through the Breach and an Emrakul, which might be better than what I have so far. I'm not sure. Oh, alright. Hard pivot. I don't think a single Sneak Attack and a single Emrakul is going to get me there. We'll see how this pack goes, though. I might just need it, right? I might just need the playables. We're going to take Ocelot Pride over Chain Lightning and Athari on this new Voice of Victory. Solid change that voice card wheels. Let me resolve a Sneak Attack. Should Sneak Attack not wheel? I mean, it depends on what the other people are doing, right? It was pack 2. You can wheel in pack 2. If the Reanimator player is playing fucking blue-black, they have no use for it. If the red players are playing aggro, they don't need it. And if Sneak Attack's wheeling, then it makes sense that Emrakul wheels. Not that crazy. Thinking about the Canyon, thinking about Ancient Tomb. Thinking about Scalding Tarn a little bit. I really like Shieldred. I don't think I can quite justify it here. I want the Mana Vault. I'm going to take the damn Vantage. I need to take Fixing at some point. I need to eat my veggies at some point, right? Wow, Flage and Fury. I actually think Flage is better. I wonder if Flage is actually a higher pick than Fury. Like, for me, specifically. Fury's really good in, like, Fury fits more color combinations than Flage does, but when I'm drafting red, if I want red to be in Boros anyway, if I want it to be Boros the majority of the time, I wonder if it's just better. Hey, there's a Sacred Foundry. I want the Monolith too, but nice to have a fetchable duel. Yeah, really missing that through the Breach. Little clamp action. Canyon came back. The pain's a little iffy with the Ancient Tomb. I want to play that channel so bad. Yeah, hard to justify a channel with the Flage and such in here. I think that Through the Reach Emrakul stuff is likely bad. But I don't really have anything else for those slots. Hopefully the Bloodbraid Challenger helps me find Sneak Attack a little more often. Yeah, I'd feel better about it if we had more just like loot and churn and stuff, right? Like if Fable was in here to help me find the Sneak Attack more often. Or if we had Through the Breach too, not just Sneak Attack. I guess we have Clamp. We have Clamp to draw. I'll try it. I'm usually not happy with this shit, though. The Sneak Attack shit thrown into my aggro deck. There's going to be a lot of the opponent sitting there at 3 life and us, like, staring at an Emrakul in our hand, you know? But I don't really have options. Actually, Bridge Taps for white. This is 8 red. Kind of a minimum red count. 9 white. Now it's down to 9. What gets the extra mana? Let's do white just because of those rocket 1-drops. Also increases the chance that I can play the Witch Enchanter as a spell. Mana Tithe. Even if I wanted to play the Mana Tithe and the Cathar Commando, I got 3 cards here, right? And I can only replace 2 of them. It just doesn't work. I'd have to like have a seeding song in here. And I'm not thrilled about playing Mana Tithe. Commander would be fine. I'm oddly tempted to keep a hand that's got Ancient Tomb and Sneak in it, but okie dokie. The deck trophy's a dream. A couple of trophies on the day today. Yeah, playing the Bowmaster doesn't make a lot of sense, knowing that I've got the Raptor in hand. Maybe they've got other answers. I had a reprieve. A little worried about this Voidwalker. A little worried about Bowmaster, too. If they're chilling on, like, land Wheel of Fortune or something. Voidwalker not serving was weird. Maybe they missed that it had Shadow. Only 1 mana away from this Bloodbraid. Anyway, whiff next turn. We can just play out this giant. Fair enough. I think this is better than playing the giant. Not by like a lot, but nice. Well, at least they weren't sitting on Wheel of Fortune. Put him in the worst case scenario. That might be just like a disastrously bad Wandering Emperor instead of playing on their turn. Red's got a bunch of sweet haste creatures, you know? So blue opens up more draw 7s. Oh, they're playing Turnabout? That's interesting. That's fucking interesting. I need a mountain to play the Bloodbraid Challenger. Well, I mean, I said I needed a land. What did you think I meant? Yogg's Will? Okay. I know, Roro, I'm just being a pill. That was a lot of work for a Voidwalker. Yeah, I'm a little perplexed by the deck. What do you even do with this Breach now, right? Escape hits the whole graveyard. Just played Bowmaster a third time. Domain Soup Deck Trophy Ponder Putty. Down to 8. Perfect. This is kind of what I meant about Emrakul in my aggro deck. Huge liability with them having a Voidwalker too. They did him me last turn. I'm at 4. Kind of looks like this Voidwalker is just gonna clear me, huh? Hey, good evening, Sean. Hope you're doing well too. Voidwalker is not serving. So I could get the Bloodbraid Challenger back. I'd have to tap out though. Ancestral Recall for the win, huh? It's cute. Guess I'll just play one more land. Kinda hate it. The Eldrazi are like a huge fucking liability against Voidwalker, though. I thought about the Mind Twist Splash, like just throw a random swamp in there to get with the Marsh Flats. Then you got like 3 black sources. It's just not enough. It's not any good. None of it's any good. Weird little game, Answered the Rorks like 3 times. Answered the Voidwalker once. Firebolt would have gone hard. Hard to beat 3 Bowmasters. I mean, at the end, like, Bowmaster by itself at the end wouldn't have been enough. They needed the Voidwalker damage. Yeah, man is not good against this hand. Oh, shit, what up? I think my Bobby. Thanks 82 months there. And the Plains was the only card that I really wanted to hold on to here. But it just been an echo to hand size. So we weren't crazy. We weren't crazy about them valuing their work super high. This Guide of Souls has literally just been a 1-mana 1/2. Worse than like the Surveil common or the Scry common in standard. That one would actually like filter the Ancient Tomb towards Flage too. I'm just going to replay it, and I think that's fine. It's probably not fine. I'm probably supposed to be clutching my 1 counter. Like, it's the best thing ever. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have discharged my own creature and paid 0 just to grow this Guide of Souls into a real threat like a billion years ago. That would have been better. It'd be like kind of close, right? If it'd be like another 4 damage that we would have gotten or something. You see Emrakul in the stream thumbnail, you enter the stream. Yeah, I boarded them out here. I'm an Ami fan as well. I mean, after the first game, I definitely wanted to hold on to the removal spell for a bit, but I think at a certain point I should have just done it once it became obvious that they weren't running out critters. Yeah, with a knee, thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 54 months there. You're very welcome for all the VODs. You love the glitch mob? Me too, James. Pretty sweet. Alright, whatever their win is, they gotta be able to patch something together here, right? They have a Talos, they have a mana, they've got a tutor, they've got all the lane drops in the universe. They have a draw 7 in the graveyard. Seems like whatever their plan is, they should be able to come up with something. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. I saw the Voidwalker, and I was worried about it hitting my Eldrazi, and so I boarded out all my Eldrazi against the Brain Freeze opponent. That's what's fucking ridiculous. I think they'd probably be able to beat Eldrazi anyway. Because they do have a Voidwalker in the deck. So they could, like, Brain Freeze me. We would shuffle back in, and then they would just play the Voidwalker and then Brain Freeze me again. I assume. Yeah, we could have assumed the Brain Freeze was in there because we did see Breach in the first game. Yeah, they have plenty of mana where they could have. No, they even have Oracle. Yeah, my deck didn't matter at all. Opponents in the O2 bracket. I'd keep this on the draw. It's really hard for me to say no to this. This mixture of cards. I almost always lead Mother of Runes, but if I'm on the play, I think leading on Pride's totally fine. I guess I'll leave the Mom up. I don't think they have a removal spell handy or they would have killed Mom on their turn, but they can always draw one, right? Attacking there would have given them the option to trade with the Fairy Tomb. Got some board presence going. One of my opponents earlier had both Elspeths, and they looked pretty good together. Oh, she went up. Hey, I'm Trombone. Thanks for 69 months. Nice. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, my dog's named Pig. Thanks for the sob. Thanks for 20 months. Mighty kind. I wonder if they're just hoping I would fuck it up with the Mother Runes there. But yeah, that's very normal for the sneak attack, one sneak attack, one Emrakul type shit. You're just gonna draw one of them and it's gonna rot in your hand. You're gonna be sad that it's not a card that does anything at all. It's possible I should just cut them and play 18 lands. Feels weird in aggro deck, but it might be better. This hand sucks, but it improves with any creature at all, so could probably be worse. Am I good at the Enchant World game? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, we have one sneak attack and two Eldrazi, so sneak attack is certainly the one that we want to draw first. We're a bit more likely to get the other one at some point. Wordle for Magic cards. For the record, I like muted Wordle on my social media and stuff. Because I was sick of seeing people talk about it. Have I ever heard of Ember Ward? It's a tower defense deck builder Tetris game. Interesting. roguelite tower defense game. Voice of Victory and Skull Clamp might be like really fucking good. We'll see. Maybe not. Well, I'll make him play it twice. The Skull Clamp's a very important part of the equation here. Stacked it so I could hypothetically draw the Emrakul off itself. Well, we managed to win a match. That's not bad, huh? It's not bad to win a match somewhere. The sneak attack stole a game. Ooh, a little one drop here. Yeah, I'll serve. What are they gonna do? Block me? Not this turn. Mana Crypt resolves. I'm like pretty alright with that. We'll see. So I converted Lotus Petals to equips, and then they converted Besiegers to blow up the thing, which gave me a land. So it's through three different steps. We converted that Lotus Petal into a Landaroo scheme. I thought about Glorybringer Exert, but then you're tapped out. If they mana leak you or something, you feel real silly. Because the discharge could have cleared the loot as well. We have an energy chill in there from the guide. I'm just going to kill that now. Playing around Daze? Sort of, not really. So, Daze is just one card in your singleton cube format. And yeah, you could run into it, but when your opponent's sitting up there with, Island Mountain up, it's Daze, it's Miscalc, it's Spell Pierce, it's, well, I guess not Spell Pierce for Glorybringer, but you get what I mean. There's the mana leak that I mentioned, Remand. There's a lot more things. Once it becomes a collection of things, then all of a sudden you're playing around a reasonable allotment of cards. So the issue with Glorybringer Exert on Hull Breacher 6 here is that they are just trying to have a spot where they can play their draw 7. Then you kind of get rocked, right? If you kill the Hull Breacher, they can just rebuy Hull Breacher, play their draw 7. I think what I'm going to do is just make it 2-2 and pass the old turn. Look at them, winning mana crypt flips. Interesting. Nettle Cyst LED Retrofitter. Okie dokie. Very possible I'm not even supposed to exert there. The idea that Glorybringer could two-shot. The Strip Mine draw off of the map token is pretty brutal. With this Titanium. Remember that with Strip Mine and Wasteland, you can always self-target to get 10 power of things if hitting the opponent doesn't make much sense. Here they might have been worried about the Firebolt flashback in my graveyard, though. Mana Cube does not show up on Moto. The Living the Dream Cube was very similar. It was designed by the same cube designer. Or one of them, one of the same cube designers. But I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one on Magic Online for a bit now. What's the purpose of all this? Okie dokie. If I'd hit a land here, I would have snapped Flashback Firebolt and tried to cheese with the Mana Crypt. But now I think I lose. Strip Mine ending up being important. Yeah. Yeah, if I hadn't gotten distracted by the Hull Breacher, we would have easily gotten in enough damage there somewhere. Oh well. Another Breach opponent, so I'm going to bring in Commando. I'm going to cut this stuff. Actually, yeah. Possibly stoked about that clamp. I felt like I needed things, though. Straw has a lot of cards that interact with the Skull Clamp thing. Doubling Season? Yeah, we Doubling Seasoned, and then we copied Doubling Season. There's like a 2 blue copy a thing card. Which leaves you with like 3 Doubling Seasons. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, we copied it twice. Because it looks like we've got, yeah, I think when you copy the first time, you get 3 or something, and then when you copy it again, you get this many. I don't know. We had this many doubling seasons. And then there's a kicker thing. A kicker clone where you get like 5 of the clone or something like that. With all these doubling seasons, it literally just like filled up the board with Nyx Bloom Ancients. And when you have this many Nyx Bloom Ancients and you tap a land, Magic Online it like has a set number where it's just like, no, that's too much mana. We're not going to calculate that. So they can keep on running smoothly. In this spot, I actually had cards that that I wanted to cast, but I couldn't. Like I would tap the land and it would just do nothing, and it would untap. The moto kept on working swimmingly. They were just like, no, you can't tap that. You can't tap that much mana. That's too much. And one of my viewers calculated it. They ran the numbers, and they were like, Caleb, you were trying to tap a land for more mana than there are atoms in the universe. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's okay. Probably not coming up that often. Hey, Seacoaster, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 46 months there. When was that? That was in the Living the Dream Cube. Okie dokie. Maybe I should have left that Mana Crypt, If each atom in the universe was a universe, all the atoms in those universes were less than that amount of mana. Oh, wild. That's like, I don't know. That feels like some Men in Black shit right there. I have not watched Fringe. All right, I'll block. Jeez. So you could jump this Carnage and try and two-shot them, but I'm going to jump my voice here, I think. I think that's pretty good. And I could also sack the Commando to prevent them from double blocking, but I think them double blocking is pretty good. I think this Commando might be really valuable. Yeah, I thought that's what blocks might look like. This Voice of Victory card might be sweet, It was pretty cool with Clamp already. Opponent getting their loot on. Hey, Dackmore, thanks for the $5. You want to play some jazzy, proggy hip hop? We can play some. Sounds like a genre shift to me. Guide, voice, and staff the storyteller. Ooh. If I had Breach, I'd probably be... If I had Underworld Breach in hand and I was the opponent, I'd probably move to Clamp the Servo and see if I react. Well, that's awkward as hell, I don't think popping the LED does anything. Maybe it does. Oh, let's do this. Hey, congrats, James. That's cool as shit. Yeah. Yeah, I almost popped the LED. Might have been correct. I think in Nadum, draw some cards. Now they get to use my Skull Clamp. Oh, shit, Oh, they just played Sentinel. Interesting. And I still don't have a damn green source for this Blood Braid. Opponent's at 5. Oh, I can just jump a second creature. This says lifelink or something, right? Yeah, so the 2 1/1s come in. They give you energy, and you can use that energy with the guide, jump into the thing. They only have 1 flyer. Just give us lethal there. I kind of have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to do that real quick. I'll be back in a minute. All right. All right. Got a nice little game 3 here. Playing for the 2-1. Yeah, I don't know if that Lotus Petal makes any sense. Currently not the most mana-heavy hand, though. Kind of hoping they just don't have many answers to a 3-4. A lot of red burn doesn't go that big. Okay. So not leaving Reprieve up might be a mistake. Phage is a little clunky though. Some nice damage. Opponent's at a spot where, like, if they trade the Nadu for Guide, then we draw cards and that gets us closer to bringing the Phage bang. Oh, that's fine. Now what? Wonder why they didn't do that pre-combat. Alright, I need like a untapped land over here. Might be able to manage that. Weird little game. Hoofda. Alright. I've not forgotten about your song request, Dockmore. Let's fire that up right now.